Have you ever been at a dinner party and noticed that one person who just effortlessly, almost magnetically attracts high-paying opportunities, while, the rest of us are awkwardly handing out business cards hoping for the best? Well, you might actually want to check your natal chart. Today, this explainer is diving straight into the concept of Venus in the 11th house, prosperity through connection. We're going to look at how your social life might literally, and I mean literally, be linked to your bank account.
So here's the big question. Is your net worth really tied to your network? I mean, we hear that catchphrase constantly, right? It's in every modern business strategy book, but our source material takes a deeply cosmic perspective on this. It actually suggests that for certain astrological placements, this isn't just, good advice, it's written in the stars. Okay, let's dive into this and see exactly how wealth, friendships, and the cosmos all intertwine. Section 1, the magic placement. We're talking about Venus in the 11th house.
So what exactly is this placement? Well, the text defines it as being strongly associated with gains through social networks, friendships, communities, and long-term aspirations. Basically, if you have this, the source highlights an inherent, almost magnetic ease in forming connections. And to be clear, we're not talking about casual passing acquaintances here. Nope, these are robust, solid connections that directly trigger financial growth and actually open doors. It's kind of like having a permanent social tailwind that just gently guides your career forward. Moving right along to Section 2, network equals net worth. Let's look at the financial engine behind all of this. Now, what's really interesting is the stark contrast in how this placement operates out in the real world. Just imagine for a second, trying to grind out success completely isolated, like pushing a massive boulder up a steep hill entirely by yourself. Exhausting, right? Now contrast that with stepping into a collaborative environment where opportunities just naturally flow to you. The text makes it super clear if you have this placement, the universe overwhelmingly favors the collaborative route over that solitary, lonely grind. So you're probably wondering, where is the money actually coming from? Well, according to the source, it's definitely not from some miserable solo side hustle locked away in your basement. Financial gains here originate from three main arteries: direct friends and professional networks, massive group-based organizations, and creative or people-oriented industries. It's this highly social, outward-facing financial portfolio. Literally, being a people person is what pays the bills. And this creates a highly predictable step-by-step ladder to success. Step 1 is simply leveraging your inherent social charm and likability, that natural charisma. It leads directly to Step 2, which is building genuine, strong popularity within your communities. And listen, that popularity isn't just a fun ego boost. It actually triggers Step 3, indirectly yet powerfully, influencing your career growth and income advancement. Basically, your likability acts as a very real stepping stone straight to the bank.
All right, Section 3, alliances and emotional wealth. The text brilliantly breaks down the profound return on investment you get from human connection. Listen to this. When you accept the help of others, the outcome is fulfilled long-term ambitions. When you build beneficial alliances, you achieve lasting financial stability. And by cultivating supportive friendships, you secure both material and emotional advantages. It's a dual-pronged benefit that acts as a crucial foundation, protecting both your wallet and your well-being during your life's biggest phases. So it really all boils down to this. Friendships anchor your long-term goals and stability. This isn't just about making a quick buck off some random acquaintance at a networking mixer. Not at all. It's about building a solid bedrock of lasting wealth through your allies. The source is telling us you don't just survive with your friends, you actively build your entire future alongside them. Which brings us to our final section, Section 4, the group flow state. There is a really beautiful lack of friction described here in the source. Quote, success tends to feel smoother and more flow-based when working with groups rather than alone. So the crucial point is, if you're constantly exhausted, trying to do absolutely everything by yourself, you might literally be fighting your natural placement. Collaborative success is supposed to be this genuine flow state that bypasses the friction of the solo struggle entirely. Bringing it all together, the overall takeaways are pretty clear. First, social connections are a major driver of success. Second, wealth fundamentally arrives through your relationships and networks. And third, prosperity objectively favors collaborative environments over isolated effort. So leaning on your community isn't just some warm, fluffy, feel-good idea. It is the explicitly prescribed path to your prosperity. Which leads us to a final, pretty provocative question to think about. Are you grinding alone or flowing with the group? I really want you to take a hard look at your daily habits and ask yourself if you're making things way harder than they need to be. How can you leverage your community today to finally find that flow state? Well, that is it for today's explainer. Thanks so much for joining me, and I honestly hope you never look at your network the exact same way again.